Hello, Levitical Kingdom Privateers. On September the 12th and 13th, we are hosting the first annual Holy Nation of the Ecclesia Conference. The theme is Threshold Covenant, with great worship brought to us by the Woodcock Singers, a great MC known as Plain Flyer 21, speakers like Dr. Mike Spalding, Jim Odell, Randy Conway, C2K Rick, and our keynote speaker, the world-renowned Vicky Joy Anderson. And don't miss a very special and world-altering Friday night event that will equip you for what is coming. Admission is free for our naturalized families and very affordable for our guests. Head over to c2kreport.com and scroll down on the homepage to find our link to purchase tickets for your friends and family. And remember, it's all about the blood.
The Wailing Wall is the seat of a satanic ritual outlined by the 13th century Jewish occult system known as the Kabbalah. This so-called divine presence at the Wailing Wall is actually the Kabbalistic feminine emanation of their false god, the Shekinah. Watch closely how the rabbis thrust their pelvises and penises back and forth in a prescribed prayer movement called davening, in which the Jew copulates with the Shekinah in order to give birth to an erotic union with the Ein Sof, the Kabbalistic masculine emanation of their false god. They're participating in a lewd occult ritual where the so-called divine presence is actually Satan himself.
Hello and welcome everybody to another Privateers Volley. My name is Rick Hidalgo, and today we're talking about the Wailing Wall. And of course, that was Brother Nathaniel. He's infamous for his videos. I think he's been kicked off of some platforms, and other platforms he's still hanging on by a thread. Usually he's spot on about Talmudist. He's got great perspectives. Today, he gets into the copulation at the wall. He gets into sexual deviancy. He gets into all kinds of conceptions. Even saying that it's Satan himself that they're worshiping at the wall. I don't know any of that. I've never studied Kabbalah. Nor do I want to. I don't want to touch Kabbalah. It's basically Mystery Babylon is what it is. And I'm personally on a journey to come out of Babylon and not to be a part of it. So I, when it comes to what he's sharing here in this particular video, I don't really want to get into those things. But what I do want to get into is the wall itself. And there's all kinds of rumors about a new temple. There's all kinds of rumors about red heifers that are ready. There's rumors about practice that's being accomplished. There's all kinds of rumors out there concerning this third temple. Most prophecy, eschatology junkies are jumping all over this particular thing. My particular problem with this is anything that they do with that temple has literally nothing to do with ancient Israel, the Hebrews, the new bride. It's got literally nothing to do with it. If their false Messiah resides in that temple and rules and reigns from it, over the foolish ones who actually believe in him, then it is what it is. What's the difference in that in any other country, right? There's no difference whatsoever. It's like its own country. But the thing about the temple that I want to kind of bring forward is, do you remember the day, as is described in Scripture, that Jesus died on the cross? Do you remember what was shared in that particular part of the Scripture? How the curtain in the temple was rent. It was sliced all the way down, and it was not done by man's hand. This was literally a sign from God Himself saying, I no longer reside here. And I shared a few volleys ago a concept about the scarlet thread that once turned white when they offered the offering to the fallen angel. Okay, what was Azazel? Okay, so that the fact that it no longer turns white and that it hasn't turned white since that day tells you all you need to know. There is no power in that temple. And I don't know where anybody who listens to this show falls in their eschatology. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Doesn't matter. The temple that they're attempting to build is a useless temple. It has no power. He who sits in it and upon its throne has no power. It's just more Kabbalah magic being played out, and sacrifices in that happen in that temple are not an abomination of desolation. They're just desolate. There's nothing to it. There is no God that's being offered to unless it's a false God and a false Messiah to come. So the fact that we pay so much attention to this Wailing Wall, and there's conjecture about those walls not even being the the remnants of the temple, but being a Roman structure. Whatever. I throw my hands up on that and I say I don't know. I have no idea. I know that we're being definitely sold a bill of goods when it comes to this concept of a new temple having any kind of relevance whatsoever, and all this prophetic talk and eschatology. It's a useless temple. If they built it, it would have no power, and no one sitting in it would ever have power, because it was built for the intent of bringing back the old bride and giving the old bride advantage over the new. And that's antithetical. That's treason. That's treason to the kingdom. So, we can debate prophecy and eschatology all day long if you want to, and it would make a hill of beans difference. That temple, that place where they're doing their funny little business, sticking little notes in there, all the things that they do, the compilation, all of it, useless. Useless tradition in hopes that they could resurrect something that is never going to be resurrected. They can't resurrect something that is not real. And they cannot resurrect something that has already been resurrected. Hello? Christ is alive. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He's left us as His ambassadors. So let's get to work. That's all I got to say about this. This Wailing Wall thing is really just a nothing burger. So, thanks for watching. Hope you'll watch again. Hope you'll come back. This has been another Privateers Volley. And everything we do here at Privateers Volley, it's all about the blood. See you next time.